really disappointed. And the idea that a great regular season, you can appreciate that, but have that disappointment as you go to the off season.
Well, yeah. I mean, our goal every year is to win the Stanley Cup, and it's not to have a great regular season. It's always nice to have great regular season. You're trying to set yourself up as well as you can, but the regular season is to give yourself a chance to play for your goal and to get in the playoffs. Having a great regular season is important, but at the end of the day, we're playing for the Stanley Cup.
With saying that, John mentioned that some of the guys may be satisfied with getting to the playoffs. Do you sense that this team, that's not the majority? Like, you feel like this team is hungrier than that?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly hope that that's not the case. I don't sense that is with the players. Yeah, I'm sure for some of the young guys that their first time in the Stanley Cup playoffs, it is a cool experience for them. But they're going to get hungry very quickly that's not enough, which is a good thing. And we've made it very clear in the room that we're here to win the Stanley Cup.
What did you guys learn about yourself through that series with Pittsburgh?
We're a good team, but we still need to be better. They're the defending Stanley Cup champs. Pretty much just that. We're a great team, but we're not quite where we need to be.
How about the young guys in your core, the defensive core? How did you think they handled themselves in that first time around in the playoffs?
Oh, I thought they did great. I thought that they were excited. If they were nervous, that's normal, but they didn't show it on the ice, which is very positive, because being nervous going into big games is completely normal, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. But they didn't play in a nervous fashion. They went out there and they went after it and tried to make things happen, which is very exciting for us.
Jack Tort's whole thing was that he wanted the defense to be the engine of this team this year. How pleased are you with the evolution of play from your side of the ice with the defensive core?
I think the defense did a good job of responding to how he wanted us to play. We tried to get up the ice all season and contribute in the offense. And the way the league is now, it's hard to score 5-on-5, and it's hard even to get on-man rushes. So if you can get that defenseman up to be that fourth man in the rush, it helps tremendously. And I think it was exciting to play for him all year, because he was encouraging us to get up there. And I haven't had too many coaches in my career really encouraging the defenseman to get up there, so it was fun.
How did Brad Shaw fit into that puzzle for you, with this being his first year?
He was great for us. I think he was a great teacher out there, and he made it a relationship that it was very open, to have open dialogue. He did a cool thing at the beginning of the year. He took each defensive pair out to dinner on the road, and just took time to actually get to know the players, which I've never had that before with a coach, and I thought that was really, really awesome of him, just to get to know us individually, because no two players are the same, and he really got to try and figure out what makes each guy tick.
Jack, do you have any
off-season surgeries and injuries to tell us about now?
No, nothing.
Jack, do you have any desire?
Healthy.
Do you have any? Well, on that note, do you have a desire to go to the World Championships if you guys can arrange it?
No, you know what? I'll wait to see what I hear, and make a decision with my family.
Jack, do you ever get a comfort level with Torts? I know you know him better. Does that ever? He likes some uneasiness there, doesn't he? Or no?
Well, he likes to push you, and I think that's great from a coach. He's pushing his athletes, and you don't ever want guys to get complacent or too comfortable. It's not good for a coach or the player. I think that guys are know what he expects, so there's that level of familiarity, not comfort. But I think that he does a great job of pushing you and making you want to go through a wall for him. And I think when you have a coach that you get the feeling that you don't want to let him down,
Right.
I think that he's pushing the right buttons.
Do you think your group, I mean, I know this is hard to answer because you were part of it, but from the beginning of last season to now, that your group has made the strides that it's made, the direction that it's going, the defensive core?
Yeah, I think a big reason for the success we've had as a defensive core, we owe a lot to our forwards. Coming back and playing in a way that makes it easier for us to play, and the back checking, the responsibility from the center iceman, and all of that really helps make us look good. So I think that they don't get enough credit, coach has really hammered that down all year and really made that a staple of our game. That all four lines are playing in a defense first way, and it's helped make us look good. So I think the forwards deserve a lot of credit.
Jack, last year at the end of the season, the motivation for the offseason was really from frustration and feeling like you hadn't done what you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
How do you describe the motivation going into this offseason?
That there's some positivity to it, but you look back and you see some hard work paying off, and that's always a good thing. But we're not where we want to be yet. So we've seen hard work pay off, and that's always great. That's what keeps you going, because you know that there's you're seeing results. But when you get a little taste of Stanley Cup playoffs, it makes you want to come back for more.
You might have answered this already as far as a general term with the kids, but you see a kid like Carlson come in and play 2 games in the regular season and said, "Oh, go play against the Pittsburgh Penguins." How do you think he handled that?
I think he did great, and I think sometimes the best thing for young guys is just get thrown right in. I think sometimes it's almost worse having the buildup of all summer, and going to your first training camp and preseason games, and it gives you a lot to think about and a lot to possibly get nervous about. So I think he handled it great, and I think maybe the best thing that can happen for young guys is get thrown right into it.